Up next, the Warriors taking on the Grizzlies. For the Warriors, not the start to the season that this team wanted, but they can turn it around with the win at any time. We'll see if that starts tonight. Grizzlies, Warriors, tip-off right after this. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And that one against the Bulls, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Now Golden State's starting five. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set, and it's Cauley-Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt, and it's Anderson in at the three slot. So Memphis will get the first possession. Morant with it. He's against Green. Brooks the pass to Valanciunas. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Russell against Valanciunas. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Even this early on, Brent, have you been on teams where you just knew changes were coming down the road?
Yeah, most of that, Kevin, I think happens because of internally what's going on with the team. Yeah, on the floor, you're going to see guys operating in the offense, playing pick and roll, but
it's behind the curtains where you begin to feel, right?
Good executives and good coaching staffs understand communicating to the people in the front office to say, hey, if we stay this way, our potential, instead of growing, is not knowing how low we're going to go. So we need to make some changes. Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his three shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Anderson dishes to Jackson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward, exceptional court awareness.
Green left side. And the rejection by Jackson.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Brooks. He makes one of two that time. Greg, a new look roster for the Grizzlies. They got a lot more athletic this past summer.
Well, Ja Morant and Brandon Clark, their first-round picks, two of the more explosive players in the draft. The Grizzlies last in the league in pace last season. They may have cause to accelerate that tempo this year.
4 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Thompson for the triple. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a shot that Klay Thompson has perfected, a consistent catch-and-shoot guy.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Morant. He's coming off a 40-point game against Denver.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Now here's Curry. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Here's Green. Outside Curry. Morant with the steal. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant with it. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Brooks with no one around. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's now 6 points for Brooks. Morant with the steal. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Russell against Brooks. Pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Curry, and that one's good. Morant.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Curry. Outside, Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Now here's Morant. The kick out to Anderson. Beyond the arc. Steph Curry with the rebound, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Morant.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
And he can't get the first one.
And the Warriors defense last year is still strong, but not as dominant as before.
You wonder if the loss of a lot of that experience is going to cost this revamped roster defensively. It's been fun to watch them shoot threes, but they've been so reliant on that defense. Can they be that good this season? And Cauley Stein in great position to reject that shot.
At the top of the key, Thompson. Here's Green. Out to Thompson. Curry on the wing. Here's Green. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
The pass to Brooks. He dishes it to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Klay Thompson just never dwelling too long on a game where he might miss a couple shots, or over the course of maybe a couple weeks when he's not in his best form. He turns it around pretty quickly, does Klay, and it's pretty impactful.
That free throw good from Thompson. And for all-time great shooters like Clay, confidence in your shot.
Well, I think Clay's confidence grows a lot too, Kevin, from the fact that he knows on a nightly basis that the ball is going to come his way. It's one of the best aspects of the Golden State Warrior offense is that they share it. So you're not going to go through a 10-game stretch where the opportunities to score aren't there. Clay's going to see shot opportunities because of Steph's unselfishness, and because he's such a world-class shooter, he's going to work his way out of slumps pretty quickly, and then he's going to go on a tear.
And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
And he makes the first.
Interesting to see the Warriors not be prohibitive favorites coming into the season. You still have to give the Warriors a lot of credit for the run they've been on. 5 straight finals, something that we haven't seen since the 1960s with the Boston Celtics.
Valanciunas hits them both. And for the Warriors, a new opponent in the finals. First time, Brent, they didn't face the Cleveland Cavaliers.
First time no Cleveland, and first time for the Raptors appearing in the finals. And those injuries, Kevin, quite frankly, just too much to overcome. Very unfortunate to not see both teams at full strength at the most important time of the year.
Brooks misses. Green passes to Curry. Dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Nice D from Valanciunas.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Out to Brooks, and stolen by Russell. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Ja Morant is second.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I gotta say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
The first one falls. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. Here's Russell following the basket by Ja Morant. And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, this is demoralizing, I think, for a defense. You want Steph to score on the interior, but that's too easy.
Memphis leading by 4. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He knows it's a tall task defending Steph Curry, maybe the greatest shooter ever. Coach said you can't let him get open. You make somebody else beat you. Of course, Kevin, the problem is Steph's open as soon as he steps in the building.
Thank you, David. Here's Thompson after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. 5 on the clock. Curry kicks to Russell. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Cognizant of the entire court, Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. Moran's got 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Curry passes to Green. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Down low, here's Jones, and Thompson sends it back.
Well, Clay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
Here's Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got his second basket of the game.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Memphis leading by 3. Curry brings the double to the paint. Crowder the pass to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
First free throw is good. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Allen comes in for Morant. And he can't hit the second. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Pelicans. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Burks. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Off target from outside. The Warriors trailing. Outside, Russell. Pass to Robinson. Three-pointer on the way. And Jones pulls it down. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And again, Memphis no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Burks' shot is good.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Now Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Knocked away. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Allen finds Crowder. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Russell against Allen. The shot from 20 feet away. Spellman, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Allen dishes to Jackson. That one doesn't drop. So Golden State will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First one falls for him. Well, the Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher, but his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
54 seconds left in the first. Allen passes to Jones. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Another shot, and he lays it up and in. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Chris kicks to Russell. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Spellman the pass to Russell. Here's Chris. Second chance shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Marquise Chris getting more and more used to using his body on the inside and dealing with the contact.
The Warriors have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
That's good from Chris.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Marquise Chris has potential oozing from his fingertips. So exciting and so athletic at that 4 spot.
And stolen by Russell. With 1 on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. They've got Marquise Chris. Alec Burks is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Robinson, and it's Spellman in at the 5 spot. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, Greg, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Free throw good, Crowder. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah,
Yes.
Freedom of movement,
Yes.
fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in LA, many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Chris with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Burks the pass to Spellman. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lets the 3 fly. Spellman with the rebound.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And Chris throws it down.
Man, it seemed like Marquise Chris was not going to be denied, and he wasn't.
Here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocks it loose. Burks with the steal. Feeds it to Robinson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Burks with the steal. There's Russell with the 3. It's a hand on it. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside Jackson. They need this. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Warriors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. To the middle.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Jones. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Crowder. Anderson comes in for Jackson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Morant in for Grayson Allen. Then for the Warriors, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. And Steph Curry is subbed in for D'Angelo Russell.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's go real fast to the rookie leaderboard. These are the rookies shooting the highest percentage from the floor this season. Number 5 is Ja Morant.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
And the first one at the line is good. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. And here's Morant. He's got 6. Passes it to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to end the drought. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Here's Clark, covered by Chris. The second chance effort, and that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his first points of the game.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
And it's blocked. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there over Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Morant.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Brooks against Burks. Robinson passes to Burks. Over Brooks. And again, no good by Golden State. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The lead now cut to single digits. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is. And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
Here is Robinson. 7-point differential. He kicks it to Curry. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that's one of the game's greatest three-point shooters, so don't be shocked.
Here's Clark. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around the player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Inside. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 5 rebounds tonight. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Yeah, Cauley Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Morant dishes to Valanciunas.
Get there.
Kicks it to Clark. Pass to Morant. Looking to end the run. Knocks down the three ball. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is the shot Morant can drill. If you're not out on him, he's willing to make you pay.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Kevon Looney is checked in for Cauley Stein. Draymond Green comes in for Marquise Chris. And it's Klay Thompson in for Alec Burks. Here's Green. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Brooks outside. The pass to Jackson. Over Robinson. And it's off the back rim. No good. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Robinson passes to Thompson. Shoots a fader. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. 8 points for Klay Thompson.
I like it, Klay working the in-between area and finding some gaps in the defense right now.
Anderson passes to Jackson. Back to Anderson. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. No good from Valanciunas.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant with it. 13 points in the game. Shoots over Curry. And another miss by Memphis. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Back to Robinson. Pass to Curry. Here's Looney. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. It's Morant in the corner. And Thompson sends it back. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bobbed up there for Green. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
To the inside, Jackson. Green with the block.
Wow, gritty defense from Draymond, showing how tough it is, and great timing on the rejection.
Warriors leading by 13. Curry looking it over. Passes to Green. Thompson in the post. Brooks covering. Thompson misses. Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Josh Jackson subbed in for Anderson. Russell, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Brooks. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. 6 to shoot. Morant kicks to Jackson. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Crowder. Yep, that one goes in there. Crowder's got 5.
and running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Green after the made shot from Jay Crowder. No one near Curry as he lets it go. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Some changes for Memphis. Jones comes in for Dylan Brooks, and Allen subbed in for Morant. And the Warriors also making a change. Spellman's checked in, and it's Russell missing. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
For Memphis, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Josh Jackson athletically is one of the more intriguing players in the league. He's got to have a hard hat mentality about coming in every night to use it on the defensive end.
27 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Curry, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Kicks it out to Allen. It's stolen by Curry. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. Finished off the break. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. Well, for the Warriors. Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 7-point differential. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas They're in the middle, and it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And there it is for him.
Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
Here's Morant. On the wing, Jackson. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 9. Thompson outside. And the rejection by Jackson. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Grizzlies shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Morant passes to Valanciunas. He kicks to Morant. The 3. Green with the rebound. Warriors shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Cauley-Stein, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Jackson has the open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And D'Angelo Russell was expected to be targeted this past summer. Ends up as a sign and trade to the Warriors. Was going to leave Brooklyn after the Durant signing no matter what. Should be an interesting fit.
And Curry has it in the corner. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good there. And it's Memphis the other way. And Russell at 6'5". Able to play at the point guard or the shooting guard. Greg, when you look at his game, what's his best position?
Probably the 1. I mean, we're seeing a trend towards bigger point guards at the same time that 4s and 5s are trending smaller. Everybody wants that switch ability on defense.
Here's Anderson after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Now Anderson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have, Greg, a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. As you look at Memphis, they reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season. And, of course, the Warriors right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And, guys, for the Warriors, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
And here are the Warriors now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Green kicks to Russell. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 15 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Anderson outside. unloads from 13. The Warriors pull it in. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
And you look at the development of how Clay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
You know what, Greg? You're right. Thinking back to Thompson, he had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Clay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
That free throw good from Thompson.
You think about with everything that's going on in Klay Thompson's career and the surrounding talent that he's had with him, he still goes out and takes care of his business as a defensive stopper and takes tremendous pride in what he can do offensively.
Clark, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And so Thompson nails both of them. And here's Morant. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Green. And there's the pass to Russell. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 15. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tipped away. So it's the Warriors now. Green in the post. Jackson on him. And Green slams it in.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry. Strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man.
For Memphis, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Morant. He's got 13. Shoots over Curry, and it's Morant missing. The drive by Russell. Bucket is good. Russell's got 19 points.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Glenn Robinson III comes in for Curry. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 19. Morant with it. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Morant. Over Russell. And it's Morant missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Thompson dishes to Russell. No good with the triple.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Clark. And he banks in the layup. Clark's got 6.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 19. On the wing, Thompson. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Clock at 6. Back to Thompson. Shoots over Morant. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Here's Brooks. Banked in off the glass. He's got 10.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Russell looking it over. Out left to the wing. Pass to Cauley Stein. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Clark. And he uses the glass on the layup.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Now, here is Russell. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
A Sacramento King for his first 4 seasons. Willie Cauley-Stein was ready for a fresh start. They allowed him to leave, and he got his wish in Golden State. The athletic rim runner, a nice pickup for the Dubs.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Morant. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Omari Spellman comes in for Robinson. Warriors leading by 17. Inside. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Clark. He's got 8. Unloads from 13. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 8 rebounds in this game. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Now with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. 5th is D'Angelo Russell.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Jones looking for an opening. And the pass to Jackson. Outside Crowder. Pass to Clark. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Allen. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Thompson. 14 points for him. Down low, stolen. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Jones. That shot off. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 19. And it's Russell in the corner. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Spellman the pass to Chris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Russell. Averaging about 22 points per, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he is in the game. A great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jones against Thompson, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage
for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Watch Russell.
Passes it to Spellman.
Set up.
Here's Looney. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Looney's got his first points in this one.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Here's Clark. And Looney sends it back.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
He gets that one. And that's 21 points for D'Angelo Russell.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Timeout called the Grizzlies. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Alec Burks checked in for the Warriors. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Clark. Makes it off the glass. Clark's got 6 in the quarter.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Russell passes to Spellman. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Allen. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Pass to Spellman. Shoots over Crowder, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Anderson outside. The pass to Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. No good. Shot missing. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Thompson, high post, working on Anderson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that's now 24 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And stolen by Russell. Thompson inside the line. Offensive rebound. Looney. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. And that one falls for Looney. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And another turnover here by Memphis. Thompson inside the line. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Take a snapshot of that. That was picture perfect from Clay.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead as they wrap up the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Alec Burks is out there with Evans, and it's Poole in at the small forward. Jackson gets the bucket.
He's just an aggressive player. I mean, what can I say? He's going to put on more muscle, but he's in attack mode, and he's scoring through contact.
Evans outside. Burks on the wing. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Allen right side to the paint. Here's Caboclo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Caboclo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the middle. It's picked off. Allen against Burks. Now Allen. And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if a player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Crowder. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Here's Poole. Pass to Spellman. Kicks it out to Evans. Over Allen. And a little luck that time, but it drops. First 2 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Melton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Brent, how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so.
No.
It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does it.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin. That quite
did
frankly.
you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
And the foul called on Amari Spellman. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. And there's the call on Curry. That's his 3rd foul of the game. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And here's Morant. Shot from 12. Jackson misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Green finds Curry from 15 feet away. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Robinson's checked in. So it's the Grizzlies now. Morant with it. Brooks outside. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Golden State. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Here's Jackson. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
It's the impossible shots that Steph makes look easy. That's another one for the impossible shot highlight reel.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Doesn't go that time. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. At the elbow, Green. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Draymond Green making a good call that time in the open court.
Here's Morant. Brent, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Passes it to Valanciunas. The dish to Jackson. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Golden State. There's Jackson with the 3. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Russell, and it's Golden State with another.
Attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Russell. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. And the 3 off target. Warriors have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8 of 12. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Jackson with it. Now defended by Cauley-Stein. Now here's Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Now Russell. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. And I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. And so Jones nails both of them. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. There's the pass to Cauley-Stein. Over Valanciunas. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 10 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And stolen by Russell. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down hard.
How about Chris using a little bit of muscle to get his way, fighting through the contact that time?
You know, Brent, something other major sports do, receding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
And that one misses. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Cauley Stein defending. And the layup's good off the glass. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
It's stolen by Jones.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Down low, here's Burks. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Jones. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Melton feeling it out a bit. He can't get that one to fall. The Warriors go the other way with it. That's tipped, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Evans passes to Poole. Fades away. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he converts the layup. And here's Evans. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait. That's
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
No good from Clark.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D'Angelo Russell.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
And so here's Memphis. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
The first one falls. Jackson, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. No good on the second free throw.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Melton, covered by Evans. Passes to Caboclo. Now here's Jackson. He kicks to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Melton. They get the rebound. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do. Shots are going to fall. As long as we got defensive stops and kept ourselves in the game, that we have enough talent on this team to turn the tide. So it says a lot about who we are and what our mission is this year.
Great win, Steph. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.